What up, what up? It's your boy, 3350. You're listening to Once Upon 785, the dopest podcast in the Midwest. Here's your host for 3350. Listening to it.
What up, what up? It's your boy, Georgie350, and I'd like to thank you for tuning in to Once Upon 785. Available now wherever you listen to podcasts, bitch. And if you're listening, I'd like to say you fucking rock, and I appreciate the shit out of you. And if you fuck with us and you think the show is worth a fuck, go ahead and leave a review or a like on whatever platform you listen on, just because it helps the algorithm find more badass motherfuckers like yourself who might enjoy it too. But never feel obligated to leave a review or feel obligated to do anything. Just enjoy the show. What up, what up? Today's date is Monday, December 5th, 2022. And as always, the time that doesn't concern you. And it is December. Holy shit. It's crazy. Hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving, Black Friday, everything, if you will. Happy holidays. And if you didn't notice, speaking of awesome, I don't know if you noticed that new intro. It was definitely done by my son. He's in kindergarten and he did it all from memory. How awesome is that? He heard how his older sister did it and he wanted to do it. And man, it's pretty awesome. Anytime he sees the microphone, he goes up to it and he goes, "Middle of the map, Kansas where I'm at." And, I don't know what could be more awesome than that. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, welcome to episode number 10. Welcome to Wyoming. And buckle up. This is going to be a good one. But before we take this journey, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Yay! And we're back. All right. So let's get right into it. Episode number 10. Welcome to Wyoming, which is actually my experience of being actively engaged, if you will, on TikTok. I shit you not. Everything in this episode revolves around TikTok. So I got a Midwest Speciosa TikTok and I was using it and I never really got into the scrolling, but I just wanted to make some videos. And then I remembered that I had a Georgie 350 TikTok from, man, I can't even remember when I got it, but I just was avidly against TikTok. Fuck TikTok. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to make a video with my podcast. And I released it November 18th. And it actually got quite a bit of views and likes. And I was quite surprised. And so I was like, posted another video of just me hitting a deer in my car, which, whatever. But then I decided to do something bold, if you will. And this is what sparks the first few stories. Actually, I think all of them, a lot of these stories revolve around this video right here. So, the rap song that I use in the outro at the end of the podcast, I made that song. I couldn't even tell you how long ago, but it's been on YouTube and SoundCloud for way before this podcast. But a while ago, I decided I wanted to make a rap video for it, which it's super ghetto, whatever. But I was messing around with the effects on TikTok and I made a video that I was content with. I was pretty happy with. I was like, hell yeah. And it also got quite a bit of plays. Not as many likes as my podcast, but that's neither here nor there. I don't really care. But it definitely got the most attention and definitely caused the most controversy. I post a video and given, TikTok says that you have to be 13 and up to do their platform. So I wasn't really concerned with the video because TikTok had already said no to my first one. And they're like, you can't have that. I was like, all right, so changed it up a little bit and they let it come through. And I was like, sweet. And that's what's going to bring me to our new segment. So if you would, we're going to do a new segment this week and it's called Douchebag of the Week. Now, where I work, it's pretty much all dudes, but I'm going to tell you this. When I say the word bitch, rarely ever am I talking about a female. Okay? I'd say 90% of the time, I'm talking about a dude because I know more dudes that are bitches than anything. And this guy takes the cake as the biggest bitch of them all at the time of this recording, at least. So he sees my video on TikTok and him being a douche, he comes to work and says that I had a TikTok where I admitted to doing a bunch of different drugs. I talked about smoking meth. I was smoking meth. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I had 3 people in a row ask me by the time I got to work, like, did you hear what Bitch Boy said? I was like, no. And then, of course, I instantly go and confront him. And with him being a douche and all, he obviously denied everything. And I was like, dude, whatever, That's super lame to go and tell my whole job that dumb shit that none of it was even true. And first off, if you don't know the difference between amphetamine and methamphetamine, that's not my problem that you're uneducated. And second of all, it doesn't cost you anything to skip it, not listen. But thirdly, I welcome it. The more people talking about it, the more views it gets. So joke's on you, and you're still a douche. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the douchebag of the week. And don't worry, he gets even douchier as the time goes on. You'll see. Oh, and a fun fact. Um, I call him Bitch Boy. Call him Batman's side bitch. They're like, oh look, hey, there's Batman and na 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 Bitch Boy. Batman's side bitch. Sidekick. Whatever. Moving on. So I'm TikToking around, trying to get TikTok famous. Who knows what I'm doing? Definitely not scrolling. Trying to create content, not watch content. That's the problem these days. Everybody's watching everybody get rich, and then they're mad when they're not, when they should be trying to get rich. Stop watching other people. But that's besides the point. So as I'm TikToking around, you know, just tickle talking, I see somebody commented on one of my podcast tickle talks, and it was about the Uber driver. Well, it was from the episode about Meow Wolf, and they listened and heard about my Uber driver and how I thought I was gonna die. And they were asking me if it was whoever the fuck, someone they knew that drives fucking crazy, and I was like, no, it's not. So I'm talking to her and whatever, Thanksgiving rolls around, do the Thanksgiving with the family. It was cool. Gotta have my sister around. It's always nice to see her. I always miss her. Which, side note, since I'm thinking of my sister, if you guys would ever want to leave a voice note memo thing, you can do that through the link on my anchor page. You can leave a little voice note memo thing like this. I'll go ahead and give this a play. This is from my lovely sister.
So I've been listening to podcasts for a couple years now, and I can definitely get addicted to listening to a podcast. And it's the first thing I listen to when I wake up in the morning, while I'm driving to work, when I'm just doing chores around the house. I listen to podcasts. But on a more serious note, nothing is more cool than being able to listen to a podcast where you know the person on the other end of the microphone. I mean, I'm really proud of my brother and what he has accomplished, and I really can't wait to keep listening to Once Upon a 785 and see the next things that he comes up with.
And just like that, you too could leave a voice note. Pretty badass. Be nice. You guys can feel free to send in as many as you would fucking want to, and I might post all of them. But back to the story. So Thanksgiving rolls around. We do it on Saturday because we don't give a fuck. We do what we want. But rewind, Black Friday. I forgot. This might be the only thing that was not TikTok related. I was leaving Walmart and these two dudes came up in a car, like coming down the aisle. I was like walking towards my car and they stopped, rolled the window down. And I was like, what the fuck? And they're like, excuse me, sir, is that your car? And I was like, yeah. And then the guy gets out the passenger side. And I was like, what the fuck? They said they were whoever in the fuck from Lewis Automotive. And they wanted to know if they could give me $100. And I was like, hell yeah. And they were like, one thing, all you got to do to get the money is take a picture. And I was like, I'm down. Take a picture. And they're like, do the thumbs up. And they're like, oh, actually, hold up the $100 bill. And I was like, with my pleasure. And boom, got a free $100 bill on Black Friday because I bought a car from Lewis Automotive. This is not a paid advertisement, but if they would wish to advertise, give me money to advertise for them, I'd be totally down for that. Hit me up in my email. But after Black Friday, then we got our Thanksgiving Saturday. And so the Tickle Talk girl hits me up and she lives around here now. Not around here. It's, I don't know. In the same state, but not close to where I'm at. And used to live in Colorado and needed to go get some of their belongings and couldn't find a ride. And me being me, I was like, fuck it. I'll give you a ride. And I said, the only thing is that I can't help you until Sunday after like 5:30 p.m. And I need to make it to work by 7 a.m. on Monday. No problem, okay? So, get all my shit done. Boom. Pick them up. Go ahead and say, fuck it. We left from Hayes. On the road. Boom. Like 7 o'clock or some shit. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, it was late as fuck. So, we're driving. Make it there. Pretty good time. Um, get all the shit loaded up. And, I look at the clock and I realize, oh, fuck. I'm going to be about 15 minutes late to work. So we should probably go now. And somehow, some way, I don't know if it was me, I don't know if it was Google, but I told Google where to take me, and I thought I knew where I was going. And I said, give me directions to Hayes, Kansas. And so we're driving and just talking, bullshitting, and driving. All of a sudden, I see like a sign out the corner of my eye. I was like, what? And then all of a sudden, my GPS says, you are now entering Wyoming. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, are we really in Wyoming? And she looks at her phone. She was like, yeah, we are. And all of a sudden, I see a sign, Cheyenne, Wyoming. And I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck did we end up in Wyoming? Well, yeah, whoever's fault it was, mine or Google. We were on I-25 and not I-70. And so by the time Google had us do like a bunch of fucking circles, because I don't know, they were fucking with me, we get back towards Colorado. And Denver to Bennett, Colorado is not that far. And I'm pretty sure it took us hours and hours and hours. I want to say, yeah, it took at least 3 to 4 hours to get back to Bennett. And it's a miracle we got there at that. So then we're on the road again. Now, it does not look like I'm going to make it to work. Unless I want to go in at noon, maybe. So we're driving along past Lyman. I see like, low fuel light. Boop, spaced it. Keep driving. Just talking, driving. And we're driving along. And all of a sudden, I'm like, what the fuck? My car's not working. Oh, fuck. I ran it out of fucking gas. So we pull over on the side of the highway in between fucking Stratton and Burlington, fucking Colorado, with no gasoline. Money to buy gas, but no gasoline. I tried flagging down a fucking guy in a road grader on an overpass. He wasn't down to help me. 4 state troopers stopped and asked if there's anything they could do. And every time it's like, yeah, I need gas, motherfucker. I got money, no gas. So they told me to call AAA. Which, fun fact, fuck AAA. I think $200 plus $4 a gallon of gas and about 2.5 hours, and I was finally back on the road again. Thanks to triple fucking A. And so I ended up making it back at like 4 o'clock. And this is where douchebag of the week comes into being douchebag of the month. He tells motherfuckers that he seen my vehicle in my house when he got off work. We get off work at 3:30. And I was like, what the fuck? No way. So I checked my timeline. And according to Google, I did not get home until around 4:30. So this is why, bitch boy, you suck, and you are now the douchebag of the month. How about that, bitch? But I think now I'd like to talk about something that grinds my gears. I had a dude from my hometown hit me up way late on my Black Friday special, and for my kratom, I did a Black Friday special. I think it was only for a few days, whatever. But he was bitching because he wanted to get the deal. And I was like, no, I can't do the deal. I mean, go to Walmart or anywhere the day after Black Friday and be like, hey, I still want to buy this shit for this price. They're going to look at you like you're retarded and tell you to get fucked. Or you could try to get a TV. I want this TV, but you're going to have to wait until I get paid on Friday, and then I'll pay you. I'll even pay you some extra. They're going to look at you like you're fucking stupid, but they try to guilt trip me and make me feel bad for trying to stick to what I'm supposed to do. So I'd just like to say to the people out there like that, fuck you. Either support your local businesses or the people that are your quote unquote homies, or fucking fuck off. I might have a longer closing because I'm actually ending this video way past when I started it. So, I mean, I had my son's birthday, and it's crazy. I have a 6-year-old now. It's nuts. I got to throw him a birthday party with some really awesome people. You know, it was very small, but it was perfect. Perfect party for the perfect boy. Um, I don't know. I mean, life is crazy. And I had to worry about the TikTok chick because of the whole Meow Wolf experience. And to say the least, it was mostly as advertised, but it, I don't know. No, no, I don't know. Maybe I've become too, how do you say, I don't know. I just got morals and shit. Like, and there's just no fucking way, you know? Sorry, I'm not sorry. People can be really cool and you can vibe with them. But there's a point where it's like, whoa, what the fuck am I doing? And, you know, sometimes the things that you wanted to get the fuck away from were the things that you needed all along. Who the fuck knows what I'm talking about? Except me. Goddamn. Let's make sure I went over everything today. We had an awesome intro. It was episode number 10. Welcome to Wyoming. And subsequently, my first month on TikTok was fucking nuts. Go watch my rap video. Georgie350 on YouTube, TikTok, Georgie350 on everything. Coming soon to you on Spotify, Apple, and a bunch of other shit with a different name. We got some free money this week. Douchebag of the week, na 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 na, bitch boy. And Side note, nobody be like a bitch boy. Nobody likes a bitch boy. Nobody likes a tattletale. And if you want to support your friends, businesses, then support them. Don't try to fucking lowball them. Stop being a piece of shit. But I think with that, that's all I got. I'm your boy, Georgie350. This was episode number 10. And thank you for listening to the dopest podcast in the Midwest. And as always, hit him with the outro. Bitch. Middle of the map, can't swear I'm at. You can say I'm whack, it's just not a fact. Can't tell if I'm awake or I'm in a dream. I just know I'm geeked on amphetamines. Never was a habit, now I gotta have it. Never was a fiend, now I am an addict.